welcome back to my channel, House of AB Design. I'm AB and I'm so happy you decided to click that thumbnail. Well, Happy New Year. This will be the first video that I make for the start of the 2023 year, and I decided that I'm going to start focusing my attention right now on my family room. You caught a glimpse of my family room as I celebrated my birthday, which was literally the last day of the year of 2022, but I celebrated it a day early to bring in the new year. You could see a lot of the decor in my family room. For one, the paint on the walls, I've not liked it since I put it up. So in this video, it's going to be I think I'm going to divide the video in probably 3 parts, because they're literally, I have one big family room and it's 3 sections. There's like, I'm in the quote cozy section, over here. This is where you can sit, kick back, watch television, and I have quite the unusual setup. I decided to take a couple of twin beds and use it as a lounge area, which you're going to see in a future video how I kind of make up this space. But in today's video, I'm going to mainly focus on the artwork and the walls that I'm going to, the different stations on the walls that I'm going to change over. So a lot of the colors that I had in here were, of course, I had the gray on the walls, which sometimes the gray looked purple in some instances, and sometimes it looked like a gray but not quite, and it had like a little blue hint to it, and that was a lesson that I learned. All gray isn't gray, right? And just like any color on the color spectrum on the color wheel, it blends in different tones. You might have a bluish color or whatever, and it was never a true gray, which it looked like it in the store, but when I put it on the walls, and my family room does not get a lot of natural light per se. It's sub, I live in a split, so it's kind of like sub, but there are windows, but it doesn't get like the full-on sun. So I depend on a lot of the light, and I swear to God, I have gymnasium lights, right? This drives me nuts. It's, unless I put, different, lighting is always a challenge. So long story short, the gray just did not work for me. And I felt that, I could elevate the space with just paint, which I've already done. I am pretty much finished the paint. The paint is an oatmeal color. It's actually the same color. I wanted my home to kind of be a little cohesive, so the color that I used in the living room and mostly upstairs in the hallway, I used 2 colors. One was an oatmeal, and it's by Glidden, and the other one was called Desert Dune, and I used that for the bottom half, but I didn't want to go two-tone in this room at all. So what I'm going to do is, I had this paint here, and it's a light color. It's very refreshing. Even when the lights are, dim, it brightens up the space. I'm doing some things on the wall, so I wanted to show you how I did this one abstract art that I'm no longer using the same colors. So, but I like the fact that it was a pretty long piece, and I didn't want to throw it away. And then there was another piece of art that I decided to do, which was it was a crate and barrel art that was way over my art budget. So the art was like $1,000, a little over $1,000, and I could not afford that. And so just to get the look for a lot less and just enjoy, something that I actually did myself. So let's get into the video. So on the Crate and Barrel website, there's this abstract art called Dark Moments, and when I saw it, I fell in love with it. And again, me in this price point was not having it. I can't do it. So I redid, I don't know if you guys noticed, that on this wall this was all black, and it was black and textured. But what I did was, I said this will be a good starting point, and I just kind of painted around it, just using that Crate and Barrel artwork, that Dark Moments artwork, as inspiration. So this is my interpretation of it. I think it turned out really nice. I'm really pleased. And what I did to finish it off, I got some wood from Home Depot. It's not furring strips, I forget what you call it, but I'll link it. And I just mitered the edges here so that it had a more refined look. I didn't finish it off. I think the natural wood just kind of added another dimension to it, another pop of color on the sides. But I really think this turned out nice. And the fact that I didn't spend $1,099 plus tax, your girl is winning. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. So guys, this is an aisle runner that I purchased from Party City. It was a Party City that was going out of business in my area, so I got it for I believe 80% off. So I probably paid, I bought several other things with it. I just picked it up and I was like, this is a good deal. But I purchased it for about maybe $7-8. I think it was $8. So that's a pretty good deal. And so what I'm going to do is use it for something that's not for its intended purpose. Of course, that's what I do. But I felt that it was sturdy enough that I could actually use it as a backdrop for some art that I'm going to repurpose. So I'm going to paint it, and I'm going to adhere it to the newly repurposed art. Off camera, I painted at least 3/4 of the aisle runner with a cream colored paint that I had. I masked off the middle portion of it, and then the remaining portion I painted with the chalk paint. So it's the next day and the artwork dried. So you see me flipping it over so that I can now place the canvas, the older canvas that I'm going to repurpose on top. Once I placed the canvas on top, I then began cutting the excess surrounding material. Next, using my staple gun, I began stapling on opposite sides the material to the repurposed canvas. I always start with opposing sides so that I can make sure that the material is taut. Now for the corners, I gently fold one piece into the other and then fold it up as shown. I then repeat this process for the remaining 3 sides. I absolutely love the way this turned out. I love the softness of it and the texture and the way that the black chalk paint turned out on the aisle runner. It gives it like a soft suede feel. This canvas now pairs up way better with my new neutral decor. I can add pops of color if I wish, or just keep it simple. Be sure to tune into my upcoming videos where I will show you how I transform my family room into a very cozy neutral space. Until then, thanks for watching.